Hi foodies! Welcome back to Cook with Puneet, where vegetarian food is made easy. Today we'll be making Aloo Methi Sabzi. A little while ago I had made a post on Facebook asking what you would like to see, and I had gotten this request. Aloo Methi Sabzi is one of my favorites and it's so quick and easy to make. So if you would like to follow along, please continue watching and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. For this recipe we'll need 2 to 3 green chilies. I'm using 2 garlic cloves, haldi, also known as turmeric, kitchen king masala, red chili powder, jeera, also known as cumin seeds, salt to taste. I'm using 2 small-sized tomatoes. I'm using 1.5 medium-sized onions, 4 medium-sized potatoes, and 2 bunches of methi, also known as fenugreek. Started off by chopping the ends of the methi and I took the big stems out. Next I cut it down to smaller pieces. And now we're gonna wash them thoroughly. It takes about 4 or 5 times to wash just because it does have a lot of dirt in it. Even after 3 or 4 times of rinsing it, I still saw dirt in it. So I just like to go in another few times until the water is completely clean. And now we're ready to make our sabji. So I'll start off by taking a pan and adding some oil into it. Next I'll add my green chilies and garlic. And usually I saute my jeera first, but I had forgotten, so I added it later. But feel free to add it in now, saute the jeera, then add your green chilies and garlic. And we'll just let that saute for about a minute or 2 until the garlic turns a goldenish color. Next we'll add our onions in, and we'll saute that until they soften up. Next I added my tomatoes, and we'll just let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. And at this point I realized I forgot my jeera, so I add it in right now. And I added a spoon of haldi and a spoon of salt, and we'll just let that cook for about a minute. Next I added about half a tablespoon of red chili powder, and we'll just let our tadka cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. And just keep in mind when I talk about time, I reference it according to my pan and my stove. So it could be a little less for you or it could take a little longer for you. And because it starts to get dry at this point, I just add a lid on top just to let it build up some steam. And after our tadka is done, I'm just gonna add the methi in. Once we add the methi in, it'll start to leave some water. Don't get alarmed because once it starts to cook, it'll dry up. We'll let that cook for about 5 to 6 minutes or until it starts to shrink. Next I added in my potatoes and we'll just mix that together. I'm going to cover it and stir occasionally for the next 10 to 20 minutes. Minutes, the way I check if the sabji is ready is I'll take a small potato and I'll take my wooden spoon and cut it through the middle. And if that crushes, it's good to go. But then just to be sure, I'll take a bigger potato and I'll cut that in half as well. And if that crushes, then your sabji is ready. And the last step before we take it off the stove is I'll add kitchen king masala and I'll just mix it in together and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes without the lid. And at this point, there should be no water, but if there is, it'll dry up with the lid off of the pan. And your aloo methi sabji is ready. I make videos weekly, so if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so and don't forget to hit the bell notification. My socials are at Cook with Puneet. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care.